Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to more Universe Mode here on the JPG channel. Of course, we are on Friday Night SmackDown, and it is a very exciting start to our show because we have the debut of BRODIDO opening the contest here tonight. Of course, fans of the JPG channel will know Brody King, formerly from when he was in the House of Black about a year or so ago. King is now back, and he has not come alone, nor is he a part of the House of Black. He has chosen to blaze his own trail, and he's doing it with the man that's simply most wanted, and that is BRODIDO, one of the most sought-after luchadors in the world today, one of the greatest wrestlers in the world today, in my humble opinion. And it looks like the Alpha Academy will be doing the honors of welcoming them in to WWE. Otis and Tozawa taking on BRODIDO here tonight to start the festivities. We're just 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble. Say it every week. Everybody wants to come in there and make a name for themselves, make a strong case for themselves at the Royal Rumble. Two guys like this right here, Otis and Tozawa, will be looking to be doing just that, because here are a couple of guys that don't get a whole hell of a lot of opportunities so far. All right, we are set to go underway. Tozawa brave enough to start this thing off with Big Bad Brody King. And he went straight for a strike, and my God, Brody King already breaking this poor man in half. My God. Yeah, I mean, hey, all credit goes to Tozawa for able to, oh my God, I was going to say for being brave enough to start this thing with Brody King, but I mean, you couldn't pay me enough money to start a tag team match with Brody King at 100%. Tozawa just got absolutely flattened. Meanwhile, Tozawa is trying to get something going for himself here and his team, but Brody King, I should say, absolutely relentless. And now look at this, Brody King now. What has he got planned here? Oh, a powerbomb into an enziguri. And that's just one of the many amazing moves that this team, BRODIDO, can pull out. As here we go, BRODIDO, or I should say BANDIDO of BRODIDO, sending him off the ropes and taking him on for a power slam. Big strike to the face now. This is all Ben Tozawa in this ring. Meanwhile, BRODIDO have already made a couple of tags. There goes a huge tilt-a-whirl DDT, courtesy of BANDIDO. And now right back into the corner of him and Brody Kings, as we're going to see another move right here. Look out. BANDIDO. Oh, look at that. Taken to the skies, courtesy of Brody King, and King follows it up with a senton of his own. A wheelbarrow senton tag team maneuver, and Brody King comes right back with his own version of a senton. Look out. My God, what a clothesline. Brody King fired up here tonight. An absolutely new revision of Brody King. Like I said, no longer following the dark shadows of the House of Black, has now chosen to make his own path here in the WWE with a newfound friend in BANDIDO. As I look out, Akira Tozawa trying to come back into this thing. Beautiful pop-up Hurricane Rana. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Tozawa is hanging in there, but Brody King is simply just undeniable. Very destructible with these chops. And now Brody King, fireman's carry position here. Look out, my God. A phantom driver of all things. Tozawa needs to show some heart, and he does. And now Brody King just allowed that tag, almost like he's going to challenge, or he's going to welcome the challenge, therefore, of the Big Otis. Here we go, two hosses in the middle of that ring. Who's going to win this exchange? Look out! My God! How the hell is that even possible? A wheelbarrow German suplex on freaking Otis. Brody King is simply a madman. As now King sends Otis back into the corner of his and Bandito's. Look out! Catapult Meteora splash. Courtesy of BRODIDO. These guys are going to be something to watch here tonight, folks. Not just tonight, moving forward every single week that we get the pleasure of having them on the card. Beautiful tilt-a-whirl head scissors that time from Bandito. And a big strike to the face of Otis. And now, Otis now able to get a moment's notice of offense here, sending Bandito face first into the turnbuckle. Now Otis is wasting some precious, valuable time as he, oh my God, what a kick by Bandito. What a kick by Bandito, and now Otis is stunned. Bandito now sending Otis, trying to send him off the ropes, but Otis with a nice reversal, big clothesline, but Brody King with a bit of a cheap shot. Not that BRODIDO really needs the cheap shots or the advantages, but I don't know, something did not sit right with Brody King there. As now Otis trying to turn things around on Bandito, but Bandito, spear into the corner. And now off the ropes goes the most wanted man. Big kick to the chest from Bandito. And now Bandito sending him off the ropes. Look at that, beautiful Hurricane Rana. Goes for the cover. Count of one, only a 1 count. Otis still got some fight left in him. Bandito now going off the ropes with an enziguri to the back of the neck. There's now Bandito here. Slamming that knee right on to the canvas that time. Otis could be in some trouble here. Bandito taking Otis over the top rope. There's that power that we were talking about from Bandito. But speaking of power, my God, Otis just cut him off big. And now Otis has Bandito in the Alpha Academy's corner. This is certainly turning out to be a hell of a showing for Otis and Tozawa. As now Akira Tozawa tags back into this thing, looking to get some revenge after BRODIDO basically had their way with him at the start of this match. Stomps to the chest. As Bandito easily getting out of one. Now Akira Tozawa sends him in the corner. Tags the big man in again. Fresh tags from the Alpha Academy. As I look out, oh my God, Otis just flattening Bandito that time. But Bandito almost able to get the tag. Almost able to get the tag. He reached out for it, but Otis just cutting him off in the nick of time. And now Bandito, a standing shooting star. Beautifully executed by Bandito. And now look at this, muscling Otis up with one leg damn near. Where do you ever see that come from? As now Bandito sends him off the ropes. Another Hurricane Rana connects. Big elbow right to the face. Bandito now sending Otis back into his and King's corner. What else these guys have in store? Look at the speed of these two. Even Brody King is getting involved with these splashes. A tope over the top rope from Big Bad Brody King. And now he's going to spike Otis with a variation of the Samoan driver. But no. Akira Tozawa able to make the save. And look at this. Oh, what a rolling elbow. Hits its mark. Now Brody King, nice cutoff that time, lifts Otis up, and look out, slams him down with authority for the sit-out powerbomb. Otis gets a nice kick out. Is now Brody King tagging Bandito back into this thing. Bandito's calling Otis up for something here. Bandito now. Look out, off the ropes with a huge Hurricane Rana. And goes for a kick, but Otis having it scouted. Otis having it scouted. Now Bandito could be in trouble. Flattening Bandito is Otis. And I will say, I mean, the Alpha Academy have made a very strong case for themselves in this match. As now Otis, look out here. Looking to flatten Bandito and spoil BRODIDO's debut as a tag team, but Bandito got the knees up. And now look out here. My God, look at the power of Bandito. And I sense Akira Tozawa crashing down to the mat. Oh my God, Bandito just lifted Otis up like he was nothing. And now, look what we got going here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. A super kick into a package pile driver. A super kick into a package pile driver. Oh, Brody King still hungry for more bodies. Look out. Tozawa is going for a ride with the Gonzo bomb. My God. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. It's elementary. What a performance from BRODIDO. Oh, but wait a minute. It looks like that performance has caught the eyes of the tag team champions themselves. Jimmy and Jey Uso out here to give BRODIDO their props. What could come from this in the future, folks? Man, I cannot get over just how exciting BRODIDO was in their debut. I mean, I tried to tell you last week, I tried to sell them to anybody that hasn't been able to see them, to make sure you check out this episode, to check them out. And I hope that I did, them justice, because they certainly proved tonight that I wasn't just talking out of my rear end, if you know what I mean. But needless to say, folks, we are moving on, because we are joined by the brand new Women's United States Champion, Jordynne Grace, in singles competition tonight. First time we've seen Grace with that championship around her waist since defeating Julia 2 weeks ago on the SmackDown premiere of 2026. And if I know Jordynne Grace, she is going to live to be a fighting champion, just like Julia was. Hell, I wouldn't even mind seeing Julia and Grace run it back for a third time, but something tells me that a few of the women in the back are going to have a thing or two to say about Julia trying to jump the line again, including this woman right here, Miss Parker, Jaida Parker. She's a wild card. This is certainly a woman to be looking out for in 2026. I know that she's going to love to get in the mix with the Women's United States Champion tonight. Because, I mean, imagine if she's able to get the job done and pin Jordynne Grace. Definitely would take some momentum away from the Juggernaut after obviously probably riding on Cloud 9 right now. Finally been able to defeat Julia and become the second only Women's United States Champion. If anything, Jaida Parker loves to take the spotlight from her opponents, and that's what she's going to be looking to be doing here tonight against Big JG. Lock up in the center of the ring. Now look at this nice roll-up attempt by Miss Parker there, but Jordynne Grace out at 1. Big chop to the chest, and then Jordynne Grace went for that back fist. Parker has scouted. There's now Jaida sending Jordynne Grace on the ropes here. Oh, big chop to the chest. And reaching out that knee of the Juggernaut. As I look out, what does Jaida Parker have in store for Jordynne Grace again? Not often do you see Miss Parker go for limb damaging, but everybody's trying to change their game up and elevate themselves this year. Goes for a chop. Jordynne Grace having it scouted that time. That back fist landed. And now the Juggernaut is on the attack. Here comes the Women's United States Champion. Sending Jaida Parker off the ropes. My God, face first goes Parker. And now Jaida Parker trying to get out of the grasp of the Juggernaut. Big strike though, averted. Back and forth these two are going. Big knee strike right to the ribs of Jordynne Grace. And now look at this, Miss Parker just having her way with Jordynne Grace in the corner. Goes for an early cover in this matchup. Count of one, Jordynne Grace able to get out. Gonna take a lot more to defeat the Juggernaut. We've seen that that Julia match. And Arrivederci would not put away Jordynne Grace. A Northern Lights bomb would not put away Jordynne Grace. Knee strikes, several of them. A butterfly suplex off the top rope was not enough. Oh, Jordynne Grace was simply not denied that night. As now look at this. There's the power on full display from the Juggernaut as she slams Miss Parker down. And she's not done there just yet. She's going to double up. This time with a deadlift power slam. My God, is Jordynne Grace certainly a spectacle every time she gets in that ring. As now Jordynne Grace has Jaida Parker up for something here. Look out. Oh, my God. Fireman's carry cartwheel that time from Jordynne. And now look at this big splash out of the corner. A big splash out of the corner as now Jordynne Grace just biding her time here. Look out. Oh, my goodness. Atomic drop to Jaida Parker. Couldn't feel well right there. And now a big spine buster connects. Goes for the cover. Count of one. Only a one count. Miss Parker showing some fight. And now again, Jordynne Grace looking to muscle up Parker, but Jaida hadn't even scouted. And now, oh, goes for a shoulder tackle and gets it. Grace now sending Jaida Parker on the ropes here. Look out. Grabs a hold of one leg. Gets two of them. Going for a reverse Alabama slam. And she's not done there just yet because she's going to muscle her up once again for a deadlift German suplex. Again, it's Jaida Parker, though, getting some big kickouts in this one. Grace is starting to signal for the end, it looks like. And I look out here, Jordynne Grace. Oh, no. Jaida Parker with a nice reversal that time. Punch right to the ribs. And I look out here, Jaida Parker now. Oh, slamming Grace face down. Slamming her face down is now Parker here. Look out. Gonna run off the ropes. That's the hypnotic that she loves to hit. The hypnotic to the Women's United States Champion and nearly pinned her with it. Would have been an upset victory. Would have had to call it an upset victory if Miss Parker got the job done right then and there. Because now Jaida Parker is like a shark that smells blood. She knows that she had Jordynne Grace all but beat there. Setting a shoulder right to the ribs once more. There has been some targeting of the leg, the ribs in this match. Has been an absolute testament to, you know, the growth in Jaida Parker's in-ring ability over the last year. As now Jordynne Grace finally getting Parker back in the ring here. Wow, so they thought the hypnotic might have gotten the job done for a second. As now Jordynne Grace, oh, big strike right to the chest. And now again out of the corner again goes Miss Parker. Oh, Grace gets her again. And now Jordynne Grace going top rope. Not something you see every Jordynne Grace match. Goes for an elbow drop. Jaida Parker moving out of harm's way. And now Parker sending Jordynne Grace into the corner here. Oh, big elbow strike though. Now look at her big clothesline from Grace. And Jordynne Grace is firing up now. Jordynne Grace is firing up now. Another clothesline. And wants another one. Wants her to get back up on her feet for a third time. Third and no. Went to the well one too many times and paid for it. Is now Jaida Parker sending her into the corner here. Look out. Jaida now. Oh, smack right to the chest. And now look out for the teardrop. She calls that the teardrop. Would have possibly gone for a cover if I was Miss Parker, but I guess she decides better against it. Goes to target the arm again. Now Jaida Parker is calling Jordynne Grace up to her feet. What could she be going for here? And now again, Jaida getting reversed by the Juggernaut. And look out, another spine buster. This time Parker, or excuse me, I should say Grace doesn't even lobby for the pin. As Jaida Parker now is in for some trouble here. Big strike from Jordynne Grace. And another one. And now shutting her off the ropes. Look out here. Oh my God, look at this combination by Grace. Big elbow strike averted. Jaida Parker has put up one hell of a fight in this thing. Now look at this out. Oh, what a headbutt. A headbutt connects by the Juggernaut. And now sending Jaida Parker into the corner. Oh, no, wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. This is how Jordynne Grace won the Women's United States Championship with the Muscle Buster. The Muscle Buster connects for the cover. No! Jaida Parker showing some internal fortitude tonight. And now Jordynne Grace calling for it in the center of the ring. And now look out. Jordynne Grace drives her with the Juggernaut driver. Count of two, count of three. Grace overcomes Miss Parker. Well, what a match we've seen out of both of these ladies tonight. I have to give Miss Parker some credit because she took the fight to the Women's United States Champion. But at the end of the night, the Juggernaut proves why she reigns over the Women's United States Championship division, why she was able to outlast Julia, and why she's going to be a threat to the entire women's locker room moving forward. Well, it was officially the time of the night on SmackDown where we get a visit from Soul Sikoa and his MFTs. As you can see, Tonga Loa on his right, Tama Tonga on his left, and big, scary Tala Tonga in the background. Soul Sikoa looking for a measure of revenge on another member of the MFTs, JC Mateo, tonight as he takes on Sami Zayn in singles competition. JC Mateo did bring a hard battle to Sami Zayn a few weeks ago, but the ever so defiant Zayn was able to squeak out a victory. Tonight, Soul Sikoa looks to put all that momentum of Sami Zayn's to rest as we head into the Royal Rumble, just shy of 2 weeks away. And speaking of the Royal Rumble, folks, Royal Rumble implications will be on the line in the main event. It will be Hangman Adam Page versus Switchblade Jay White. The winner of that match will go on to face Jon Moxley, who's making his in-ring return next week. And the winner of that match next week will go on to face Ilya Dragunov for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble. Incredible stuff there. Jon Moxley obviously coming back, driving Ilya Dragunov to the floor with that Death Rider a few weeks ago. And obviously Hangman Adam Page and Jay White, I have a a historic rivalry in their own right, so they get to settle not only the rivalry, but they get to settle who is moving on to face Jon Moxley next week. When Jay White had a very prominent and successful debut on last week's SmackDown, defeating the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Looks to be moving on closer and closer to a championship opportunity if he can put away the Hangman here tonight in our main event coming up very, very soon. But first, we are joined by one of the people's favorites, the underdog from the underground. Very resilient man, very passionate man. A guy wears his heart on his sleeve. And that's exactly why the crowd can relate to him so well and get behind him. And honestly, heading into the Royal Rumble, I would probably maybe argue that a lot of the people are pulling for this man to win the entire thing. He could be maybe one of the odds-on favorites to win it, as a matter of fact. Sami Zayn has had a handful of opportunities at championship gold, but never able to secure it. Could this be his year? Could 2026 be the year that Sami Zayn finally becomes a world champion? As here we go, collar and elbow to start this thing off. Oh, Sol Sikoa immediately going for a huge Samoan drop, and now Sikoa going off the ropes, goes for a senton. Sami Zayn having it. Oh, look at this, already chipping away. Is Tama Tonga out there? Now that awarded Sol Sikoa the opportunity to get back into this thing. Oh, a stomp to the chest. The leader of the MFTs is in full control momentarily here, as Sami Zayn now trying to get up to his feet. Look out, my God. When do you see Sol Sikoa take to the skies like that? Let me tell you, Royal Rumble season got him feeling different, that's for sure. As now Sol Sikoa turning Zayn around into a Boston Crab-ass maneuver. Boston Crab in the center of the ring. Sami Zayn is a long ways away from the ropes. At this point, he's just going to have to try and fight out of it. And he does just that. Trips the leg of Solo. And kicks Sol Sikoa off with a second attempt. As I look at this, Sami Zayn, nice Hurricane Rana to Sikoa. And now Sami sending Solo off the ropes here. Look out. Look at this. Offense by Zayn. And that's classic Sami Zayn right there. Sol Sikoa obviously needs a moment or two. And look at this. Obviously he needed a moment or two to call for the second part of the game plan and get Tonga Loa. Obviously you can see different members of MFTs getting involved, because they're not trying to they're trying to skate the thin line that is the referee's patience, if you will. It was Tama Tonga that sparked the first bite at Sami Zayn. Now it was Tonga Loa, and it obviously has proven dividends in this match. And now Sol Sikoa waits patiently for Zayn to get up to his feet, but quite missed it that time. As now Sami Zayn, look out here. Oh! And now back and forth these two go. Zayn trying to get his pound of flesh on Sikoa. And look out here, Sami Zayn gonna take Sol Sikoa over for a huge suplex to the outside. My God. Big strike to the face now. As Sami Zayn lights up the chest, but no, Sikoa. Beautiful reversal that time, setting Sami Zayn. Definitely does not want to be there in the corner of the MFTs. That is for sure. Solo now dragging Sami Zayn back into the ring. He wants a decisive victory over Zayn, a man that has challenged for world championships in the past. And now Sol Sikoa, look out! Beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. And we talk about Sami Zayn might being like an odds-on favorite. I might chalk up Sol Sikoa as a bit of a wild card to win the Royal Rumble. I mean, he has the numbers to back up for us. Now look at this, a huge Samoan splash But meanwhile, the turnbuckle pad that he had his MFTs break apart is now the only reason why he hasn't walked away with victory here. Count of 1, 2. No, Zayn just peeling his shoulder off the mat. A rare time where one of the MFT's plans does not fall to where it needs to. As now Sami Zayn is trying to fight back already here. And I look out. Oh, Sikoa went for the end. He went for the end. He went with the spike, but no! Sami raised him up for a blue thunder bomb. 1. Oh, no. Only a 1 count. As now Sikoa is fighting for his life here. And look out. Oh! He might have gone for a clothesline of some sorts, but Sikoa having that scouted. And now Sikoa sending Sami Zayn into his corner. What the hell is Sikoa got planned here? Clearly, Sami Zayn's not going to allow it. And now sending Solo into the corner there. Big elbow strike to the face. Back and forth these two have gone. As Sami now fighting out of the grasp of the big Samoan. And for a third time in this match, it looks like I can't tell from this camera angle, one of the members of the MFTs is trying to talk Sami Zayn into being distracted. As I look out here, Sikoa sending Sami Zayn off the ropes. And for a strike, Sami off the ropes with a beautiful DDT. Off the ropes with a beautiful DDT. That spikes Sikoa, no pun intended. As now he goes for an elbow strike. Meanwhile, Sami Zayn being thrown into the turnbuckle there. Now look out, Sikoa with a big run up, but Sami Zayn having it scouted. And I look out, oh, big elbow strike right to the face of Sikoa. And now for a second time, Sami Zayn goes for a maneuver here. He sends Sikoa to the floor again. Here comes Sami. Gonna look to take to the skies here on Friday night. Beautiful tope over the top rope. And now Zayn calling Sikoa up to his feet. Not done with the punishment on the outside. Asai moonsault. Sami Zayn is in final form here tonight. Sikoa might be all but finished in this one. Zayn now going top rope. Sikoa going to feel the wrath of Zayn here. As now look out. No, Sikoa almost tried to get in Sami's way, but Sami had it scouted. Look at these punches making their mark as Sikoa is being lit up, I should say. And now, wait a minute. Oh, out of nowhere. Oh, a spinning solo. A spinning solo connects. That's how quickly Sikoa can turn the match back in his favor. And he nearly just won the match. As now Solo goes off the ropes, goes for a kick. Sami able to avert it. Sikoa, though, is absolutely unrelentless. But Sami Zayn trying to fight back here. Again, it's Sikoa going for a little bit of almost a choke slam at that time. Big super kick by Zayn. A big super kick connects by Sami. Setting Sikoa now into the corner. Sikoa, though, nice reversal. And now he's got Sami Zayn on his shoulders. Fireman's carry into the Samoan drop. And now Sikoa, what's he got planned here? Big leg drop to the face of Sami. Sami now could be in trouble here. Sikoa, look out. Gets the spike, my God. A spike just chopped Sami Zayn right in the throat. And now look out. Oh, no, Sami Zayn just grabbing the bottom rope. That would have been it. If Sami Zayn did not use his veteran instincts to his own accomplishments, then it would have been all but over. As now Sami Zayn is trying to fight out here. Sikoa might have no idea where the hell he's at after those elbow strikes right to the jaw. And he's not going to have no idea where he's at after a haluva kick. But, oh, the haluva kick does not fall. Sikoa now. Man, Solo has played a really great game here tonight in this match. almost able to just outsmart a veteran like Sami Zayn almost every single time. As now Solo Sikoa, this is the one thing I would not agree with Solo Sikoa doing, is wasting time, valuable, precious time in a match with Sami Zayn. And now Solo Sikoa sending him for a ride with the alley-oop out of the corner. Sami now might have had all the wind knocked out of him. And now again, Sami Zayn, again strikes Solo Sikoa where it counts. Sends him in the ropes. Holovic kick. Went for the spike again. Sami had it scouted and goes for the cover. Sami Zayn picks up another win over another member of the MFTs. Well, what a victory for Sami Zayn. Like I said, ever so defiant, ever so resilient, just refusing to give up, to die, to be denied. And if he keeps that mentality when we get to the Royal Rumble in 2 weeks, folks, like I said, you could be looking at the man that wins the whole damn thing. Congratulations to Sami Zayn on another victory. Well, folks, we're joined out here by a man that would consider himself an A-lister. The Miz. Not too many opportunities we see this man have nowadays, but he is out here. I'm told he's been taking to social media as of late, just begging, asking for opportunities for GM Nick Aldis, and Nick Aldis has awarded him with an opportunity. As a matter of fact, he's awarded him with a surprise opponent. The Miz is coming in tonight with not knowing who his opponent will be, and just 2 weeks out from the Royal Rumble, after seeing the arrival of Jay White and Hangman Adam Page and Jon Moxley in the last couple weeks, and also bring BRODIDO up into that conversation, this could literally be anybody. This could literally be anybody that the Miz is facing tonight. We're about to see who the A-lister has to take on in just a few moments. And wait a minute, talk about a flash from the past. You hear on his shirt right there, I'm not finished. The man formerly known as Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, is back. Matt Cardona is back in the WWE. And he obviously is not finished with his story. He's not finished with his career here in the WWE. He feels like there's more to be accomplished. And well, the Long Islander himself is now in the building to take on the A-lister. Congratulations and welcome back to Matt Cardona. This is a huge surprise, folks. Like I said, I mean, given the number of faces that we've seen pop up as of late, it could have been anybody that was going to take the Miz on tonight. I don't know if I ever would have guessed nor imagined that Matt Cardona would be the one standing across from the Miz right now, but here we go. Cardona is fired up. It's been nearly 5.5 years since we've seen Cardona in a WWE ring. Beautiful flapjack. This man has been proclaiming himself on the indies for a number of years now. He won the moniker the Deathmatch King. Then he was the Indie God. I mean, he did so much for himself to keep himself, you know, relevant on the indies and at the top of everybody's, you know, booking list. He's made a name for himself out there, and now he's made a name for himself enough to get back here, to get back home essentially to the WWE. As I look at this, Matt Cardona stomping out the Miz, which has to feel bittersweet for Cardona being there with the Miz. We know they have a documented friendship behind the scenes, but sometimes the Miz's mouth could get the the worst of him, and tonight that's one of these occasions because he called for an opportunity, and damn it, he's going to get this opportunity to get his ass kicked by a returning Matt Cardona. Beautiful splash out of the corner. Cardona now going for the cover, but The Miz kicks out. You know, like we said, we haven't seen The Miz a whole hell of a lot here on the JPG channel, but we cannot discredit this man's groundwork. I mean, he is one of the greatest Intercontinental champions to really ever exist. A lot of people would say that he helped revitalize the Intercontinental Championship at one point in his career with matches against another guy that would be great friends with of both of these individuals, and Dolph Ziggler. Because now Matt Cardona is trying to crawl to the corner here. Oh, big elbow strike though. And now look at this, goes for a clothesline. Oh, but The Miz meets him with a huge knee strike. And now look at this. Oh, double axe handle right to the throat. And now The Miz, is he already calling for the end here? Cardona could be on Dream Street. But no, he turns it around on The Miz. And now look at this. Oh, right to the knee. The Miz powdering to the outside, looking to regroup and re-game plan here. That's Cardona. Now look at this. Oh my God. Face first goes Cardona. And now again, The Miz. We're going to take a cheap victory out of here. Trying to undo that turnbuckle pad. And momentarily distract our referee, Jessica Carr. And now look out here, Miz. What does he have in store for Cardona? Right on the knee. The shoulder to the knee. As now The Miz seemingly in full control of Cardona momentarily here. Stomp to the leg. The A-lister goes to the top rope. Cardona being called up to his feet. The Miz gonna take to the skies here. Look out. Oh! Pays for it wildly. And now Cardona setting him off the ropes. Big drop kick from Matt Cardona. I was going to mix up his name for a second there. As now Cardona, look out here. What the hell is he thinking? And over the top rope goes Cardona. A tope from Matt Cardona. I mean, hell, he is a changed man. I don't remember the last time I seen Zack Ryder at a tope. Clearly, being on the Independence has lit a fire underneath Matt Cardona. As now The Miz is about to get his fire put out, courtesy of Matt Cardona. As now he sends The Miz in the corner here. The big kick averted though. The Miz now, look out. Oh no, back and forth these two go. Chop by Cardona. A kick right to the midsection again. And now look out here. This is classic MC. Woo, woo, woo with the kick. He calls that the reboot now. He's going by Matt Cardona. He's going for the cover off the reboot, but The Miz gets the shoulder out. Again, got to show some class to The Miz. Big kick out after the reboot, and a big punches to the ribs here as now Miz grabs Cardona up and slams him down face first. And now what the hell is The Miz thinking here as he goes all the way to the corner? Cardona could be in trouble. Look out. Oh, caught the legs. Oh, my God. What a kick right to the midsection. Miz might have gotten beaten at his own game here because now Cardona is calling Miz up to his feet. Goes for, oh, I thought he was going to go for the Rough Rider, but no, The Miz able to have it scouted out. Like I said, these two are documented friends behind the scenes, so that might come into play as far as, look at this. Oh, beautiful spine buster as far as these guys knowing each other's offense. But meanwhile, Cardona calling Miz up here, and he's going to connect with the Rough Rider. The Rough Rider falls, as does The Miz. Welcome back, Matt Cardona. Whether you want to call him the Deathmatch King, whether you want to call him the Indie God, Whether you want to call him what it says on the back of his trunks, the complete Matt Cardona, one thing you can finally call him again is a WWE superstar. Welcome back, Matt Cardona. Well, folks, we are finally set for our main event here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. And as I said during the middle of our show, championship and Royal Rumble implications on the line as the Switchblade Jay White makes his eerie appearance yet again here on Friday Night SmackDown. The winner of this match will go on to face Jon Moxley next week in our main event to find out who is going to be meeting the Mad Dragon at the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis. Huge matchup here on Friday Night SmackDown. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, this matchup, this main event, probably wouldn't even been realistic nor possible because neither of these men were in the WWE. Jay White nor Hangman Adam Page were WWE competitors. That's how quickly things can change here on the JPG channel. That's how quickly 2026 has become an absolute must-see year here on the channel, with new faces like Jay White and Hangman Adam Page, with old faces coming back like Matt Cardona and Jon Moxley. And over there on Monday Night Raw, Seth freaking Rollins having his own vision of the future, adding Kyle Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita to that vision, and seemingly teasing for more to come. Meanwhile, Samoa Joe adding new faces like Powerhouse Hobbs and Bronson Reed to his own destructive unit. There is a lot of buzz going on here on the JPG channel as of late. Maybe no more buzz than this man right here, Hangman Adam Page. Always a fan favorite. And he will certainly be favorited over Jay White here tonight because people want to see Hangman Adam Page and Ilya Dragunov run it back. I mean, that was an incredible main event that we saw 2 weeks ago between Page and Dragunov, and almost got overshadowed in a way at the arrival of Jay White and then Jon Moxley right after. So Hangman Adam Page has an opportunity to get some revenge on not only Jay White, but Jon Moxley as well. Another man that Page knows very, very well at this point in his career. Is here we go, folks. Jay White and Adam Page. Jay White immediately going in for a German suplex. And a big kick right to the arm of Page. And now Jay White climbs to the top rope. Page could be in trouble. My God, what a splash. Big splash out of the corner. Jay White now fighting on his time. Hangman Adam Page, look out. Oh my God, over the shoulders from Jay White. And now just wrenching at the neck of Hangman. Jay White was incredibly impressive in his main event against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. What a war those two had last week. And to beat a man that has become a multi-time world champion in this company in Cody Rhodes does a lot for the Jay White stocks. Meanwhile, him and Adam Page still chasing his first victory. His debut match was against the champion Ilya Dragunov, but did not come up successful, but certainly brought the fight to the Mad Dragon. Now look out here, Adam Page slamming him down with a Uranagi. Going for an early cover in this matchup, Jay White getting the shoulder out. And now Page again, sending Jay White off. Your double lariat, your double axe handle, I should say, to the back of the neck. Hey man, Adam Page, man, he's a scrappy competitor. He's a brawler in that ring. Jay White knows all about it. Page now setting Jay White to the floor. And Page, oh no, I think we're going to see if horses can fly. Goes for a suicide dive. And Jay White having it scouted. Letting him crash and burn in his own right. And this is getting really aggressive between these two as Jay White now picking up the hanger. Goes for a huge strike, but Hangman Adam Page having it scouted. And now Page now sending Jay White into the barricade here. What the hell is this? Oh no, a Russian leg sweep right into the barricade. Page now trying to break up our referee Rod Zapata's count. But I don't think Page is done. Look out. Moonsault off of the apron from the Hangman. Hangman Adam Page feeling the love of this crowd here tonight. And now, wait a minute. Page now. Oh, ducking. Off the barricade this time to Jay White. Sending Jay White back into the ring. Hangman now biding his time as Jay White now getting called into the center of the ring. Look out. Beautiful fall-away slam by Hangman. Goes for a ground and pound-esque maneuver, but Jay White having it scouted. Goes for a cover. Hangman getting his shoulder out. And now White stopping at the hand of Hangman. Now, oh, what an elbow right to the eye of Jay White. Goes for a big boot. No, wait a minute. Jay White now able to counter out and send him driving into a driver of Jay White's own, as that almost awarded him the 3 count right there. Hangman Adam Page better thank his lucky stars. He got caught off guard that time. As now Jay White, oh! Big strike to the chest. Now sending Jay White into the ropes. Look out here. Oh, what a kick, though. Jay White, like I said, very familiar with Hangman's offense. These two have had a budding rivalry over the years, dating all the way back to New Japan in the ROH days of both of these individuals. Now Jay White, look at this, dragon screw to the knee. Now it's Jay White measuring his man to the outside. And now look at this, Jay White. Oh! Leveling him with that, almost a different version of a Uranagi that time. Jay White now mocking almost a tribal chief in a way, throwing the ones in the sky. I'd be careful. It's Royal Rumble season. We know Roman Reigns loves to pop up during these times. Now Hangman Adam Page going to try and break this count here before he gets counted out and disqualified from fighting Jon Moxley next week. He catches White off guard. And now it's Jay White at the mercy of the Hangman on the outside. What does Hangman Adam Page have planned for Jay White? Look out here. Right on the apron with a back suplex. And there is absolutely no remorse in the eyes of the Hangman Adam Page for what he's doing to Jay White tonight. There is a bigger picture at stake here. That is becoming a world champion. Hangman Adam Page can give a damn about Jay White's health at this point. As now he sends White off the ropes. Look out, a pop-up fist right to the face. Nothing beautiful or anything about that, just effective is what that was. As now again he sends Jay White to the ropes. Oh, that knee strike though might have cut open Hangman Adam Page, and now a knee strike to the chest this time. And look out, Jay White going for a roll-up attempt. And nearly got it, but Hangman just able to get his shoulder out. As now Jay White goes right in for a submission attempt. Goes for a submission attempt on the hanger. Page, though, rolling out. And now Hangman, look out here. Oh, a standing shooting star. Standing shooting star in the center of the ring. Jay White has to kick out. Hangman pulling out all the stops with the shooting star. And look at this. Oh, Jay White with a huge knee, elbow strike. But Hangman Adam Page getting the better of it. And now look out, Page. Gonna send him for a ride here. Oh my God, just drilled him. Absolutely drilled him there. Is now Page. Going to the top rope, Page. Looking for something here. Beautiful moonsault. And goes for the cover on the switchblade. To qualify for the match next week against Moxley, but still not enough. Big chop to the chest now. Hangman Adam Page now. But I got caught. Big lariat by switchblade. Now look at this. Oh, I don't know if you're going to win a slugfest with the hanger. Just a kick right to the ribs. Page now hooking him over. Oh my God, that was an incredible maneuver by Hangman. Kick from the stomach by Jay White. And now wait a minute. Oh! Turns him around into a flatliner. Goes for the cover, count of 2. And Jay White picks up the victory over the Hangman. Jay White will move on and face Jon Moxley in our main event next week. And the Hangman Adam Page is going to have to go right back to the drawing board as White gets another big victory. Jay White picking up a victory over the Hangman Adam Page. That's got to feel good for Jay White on a number of reasons, but the main reason is that now he's one step closer to a world championship opportunity. All he has to do is get past Jon Moxley next week.